Just over a minute away from the opening tip-off of the boys' third-place game on G98 The Boot between the Hillsboro Hawks at 6-1 and the Central Rebels at 7-2. Let's get you the starting lineups, and we'll start with the Hillsboro Hawks, the 4 seed in this tournament. Spencer Seabaugh gets the start. He's number 1, 5'11" senior. Number 3, Tyler Schwartz, 3-point specialist, 5'7" sophomore, shooting over 50% this season from beyond the arc. Number 11, Austin Weber, 5'11". He's a senior. He's the team's leading scorer now. He didn't come into the tournament that way, but he's taken that over with a great tournament run. Number 32 is Sam Brewer, second leading scorer on the team, 6'3". He's a junior. And Mitch Gardner, number 42, 6'5". He is a senior. As for the Park Hills Central Rebels, number 11, Will Sherpas gets the start, 5'8", senior. Jake Bridges, number 13, 5'10", sophomore. Number 20, Alaric Jones, back in the starting lineup, 5'11". He's a senior. Number 23, Hunter Strange is back in the starting lineup after not getting the start yesterday, 6'4". He's a junior. And then number 34, Hunter Curtoy, 6'2". He is a senior for Park Hills Central, coached by Mike Harlow. Hillsboro's head man is Dan Johnson. Hillsboro has the white uniforms on today, meaning they will be the home team on the scoreboard. They've got the red numbers and letters, red and blue trim down the side. Park Hills Central has the navy blues on with the red numbers and letters and red trim down the side. So Hunter Curtoy, Hunter Strange, Alaric Jones, Jake Bridges, Will Sherpas take the floor for Central. Sam Brewer, Mitch Gardner, Austin Weber, Tyler Schwartz, and Spencer Seabaugh take the floor for Hillsboro. Mitch Gardner against Hunter Strange at center court for the tip-off. It's 1 to Central. Here come the Rebels. A 2-on-1 quickly, and the quick lay-in off the assist is good from Sherpas to Hunter Curtoy. And just like that, it's 2-0. Park Hills Central on top. Good job by Hunter. He averages 3.5 points per game and also 5 rebounds per game. Into the front court come the Hillsboro Hawks. They go underneath to Brewer. Brewer goes up and gets blocked by Hunter Curtoy. Curtoy on both ends of the floor, but then does Hillsboro get the turnover? They do briefly, but then turn it right back over. Going over and back was Brewer after he took the basketball right back. So each team has turned it over once in the early going. 2-0, Park Hills Central on top of Hillsboro in this third place game. Central playing on their home floor. They came in as the 2 seed in the tournament and were minorly upset by the Farmington Knights in the last round, a 9-point loss for Central. Into the front court, here comes Bridges. He'll throw it over to the near side for Sherpas. Sherpas scans the defense, swings to the corner for Alaric Jones. Jones is guarded tightly by Mitch Gardner. Back up top of the key, they go to the Sherpas. He'll swing it left wing for Bridges. A little pump fake. He gives it right back up top. This goes back to Sherpas. Crossover move, drives the elbow, swings back out to Bridges. Bridges with a head fake, penetration dribble, passes across. It's knocked away. Weber can't keep it in bounds, however, so it's going to stay to the Park Hills Central Rebels right here. In their front court, the inbound will come near sideline with 7:02 to play. First quarter action. Alaric Jones throws it in. This will go to Jake Bridges. Bridges will be guarded by Schwartz. Now it's back over to the right wing and up top again to Bridges. Left wing, this goes to Sherpas. Everything around the perimeter right now. Nothing inside on this possession yet. Alaric Jones has it in the corner. Doesn't like what he sees. Gives it right back up top to Bridges. Bridges with a penetration dribble to the elbow. Gives back out right wing for Jones. They go around the arc to the left wing to Sherpas. Sherpas takes one dribble before giving it back to Jones. Central being patient in their approach, looking for a good look here. It's Curtoy going up and under and around his defender baseline, putting it up and in. Curtoy has played well in the first. Central leads 4-0. Hillsboro breaking through the Central press, no problem there. It's Weber bouncing at baseline. It'll go out to Brewer. Now it's back out up top to Schwartz, and Schwartz over to the right wing. This is Spencer Seabaugh. Head fake and a drive. Then a nice kick out. Left wing 3-ball. Schwartz misses that one. Put back is there, though, from Spencer Seabaugh. Hillsboro's on the board for the first time. Breaks the 4-0 Central run. It's 4-2. Central on top. Curtoy's top of the key on the offensive end. They go underneath the Hunter Strange. Goes up and a nice last-second dish to Curtoy, who puts it off the window and in. Coach Dan Johnson doesn't like what he sees. Calls the timeout. Curtoy with all 6 of Central's points to start this one off. 6-2. Central, 5:58 left in the first. We'll break for 30 seconds on the boot. Or we'll keep it right here. That's cool, too. It's a 6-2 ball game with a 4-point advantage to the Central Rebels right now. Hunter Curtoy, 3 field goals. He's been assisted nicely. That last assist coming from Hunter Strange. And while we do have a little bit of time right now, we will thank a few sponsors. And those sponsors include SEMO Behavioral Health of Park Hills, Moyer's Muffler and Auto in Park Hills, Cozine Memorial Chapel, Farmington, William Seacrest and Murray, also of Park Hills. Hillsboro Hawks basketball down 6-2. Inbound comes in. This will come to Weber. Weber, the team's leading scorer on the season at 16.4 points per game. He's had a 35-point performance and a 21-point performance in 2 of the 3 games Hillsboro's played in this tournament. Hillsboro 2-1 in the tournament, coming into this game 6-1 overall. Hawks are going to draw a foul against the Central Rebel defense. That's the first one of this game either way. Bridges picks up his first. Team foul number 1 on Central. Inbounder is going to be Weber, baseline inbounder. He's going to throw it into Gardner. He's got it in the corner. Now back over to the right wing. This goes to Seabaugh. Up top and around the perimeter they go. Weber's got it. He'll dribble it to the top of the key. He's guarded by Alaric Jones. Fakes left, dribbles it right. Jones stays right with him. He gives off to Brewer. Brewer back over to the right wing for Schwartz. Schwartz feeds the low post. Gardner attacking, getting blocked by Courtois. Put back doesn't go from Brewer. Got his own board again, and Brewer sticks it right back in off the window. Sam Brewer averages 9 rebounds per game and 14 points per game. Actually closer to a 10 rebound per game getter is Brewer. It's 6-4. Hillsboro back within 2. Central's going to turn it over as they get it in their front court, but then Hillsboro does the same. Both turnovers for both sides have been back-to-back, so it's really been a stalemate in that department. 6-4 Central, and Central's got the basketball once again, inbounding in the front court, near side of the floor at the half court. They throw it in the front court to Jake Bridges. Bridges goes to work on Schwartz, then throws it right wing for Jones. Around the perimeter, left wing, this will be Will Scherfus. Scherfus with a jab step, but Hillsboro not letting him drive. He gives off and gets it right back, far side corner. Penetrates, then gets redirected, brings it back out. Up top they go to Bridges. Central's been very patient in this game so far, and it's gotten Courtois some good looks at the basket. Now Alaric Jones gets the ball knocked away. We might get a tie up here. We will. And an alternating possession is going to favor the Hillsboro Hawks. Jones had it between his legs, and the Hillsboro defender was up in there, wrapped up with him too. It was a awkward-looking sequence for both players. Both players going for the ball hard. Hillsboro is going to inbound to Mitch Gardner, and Central is going to continue the full court press. But Hillsboro's been so good at breaking through it. In fact, a wide open player up the floor is Brewer. He puts it in, then the late defense gets there and fouls him. Brewer was left all alone. He's got 4 in this game, plus the foul. Sam Brewer is going to get a trip to the free throw line. We're now knotted up at 6 apiece with 4:28 left to play in the first quarter. 3-point play opportunity for Sam Brewer. Let's see if he can convert it for his team. Brewer's a 73% free throw shooter on the season, 11 for 15 through 7 games. The foul was called on Hunter Strange, his first, team foul number 2 against Central. Here's the free throw. No, couldn't get that one. Colin Bess, who just checked into the ball game, will come up and get the strong rebound. 6'6", Colin Bess. He throws to the right wing. This will go to Scherfus. Up top they go to Alaric Jones. Jones has it top of the key. Throws it back over to the right wing. Scherfus. Scherfus starts to take it baseline. Gets cut off with the bucket by Weber. Back up top they go to Bridges. A good 3-point shooter, but they're not giving him any space. At the right wing, Scherfus. He dribbles into the key. But again, Hillsboro's able to redirect him, playing good defense on the inside. Coach Harlow wants to talk to his team. Mike Harlow calls the timeout. 4:02 left to play first quarter. 6-6 tie in the boys' third place game in the Central Christmas Tournament. We're back in 30 seconds on J98.
The doctor is in. Board-certified rheumatologist Dr. Hamid Bashir is now part of Mercy Clinic. As part of the Mercy Clinic, Dr. Bashir belongs to a healthcare team that is thousands strong, linking you to experts everywhere you find Mercy. It is coordinated, responsive care that is all about you. For more information or to schedule an appointment with Dr. Bashir, call 636-933-2900. Learn more about Mercy or find a Mercy Clinic physician at www.mercy.net.
Halfway through the first quarter, it's Hillsboro 6, Hunter Courtois 6. 6-6 tie with 4 minutes left to play in the opening frame. Central with the basketball off the inbound. Bridges for 3. He'll nail that one, and Jake Bridges averages 8. He's got his first 3 here. 9-6. Central on top. Hillsboro having a tough time getting the inbound in, but they finally do. Weber will race it up the floor. Then a nice no-look dish to the corner for Mitch Scott, who just checked in. We're going to get a whistle. It's going to be a foul against Central. Jake Bridges looks like is going to pick up his second. Team foul number 3. Hawks have not committed a foul yet. So DJ Buchanan comes in. Jake Bridges comes off. DJ had a pretty good game against Farmington yesterday. And he averages 5 points per game. Hillsboro down by 3, and they'll throw it into Spencer Seabaugh. He has his back to the basket, working on Buchanan all the way back at the half court. Now they go up top for Brewer. It's over to the right wing for Weber. Weber still yet to score. He's going to penetrate here. Takes it baseline. Larrick Jones, a good defender, stays right with him. Swing to the corner for Scott. Now they go in at the right elbow. Brewer kicks out on a nice pass to Scott. Tries the 16-foot jump shot that does not fall. Rimming out. Central's able to get the board, and here they come looking to add to a 3-point lead. Crossover moves Shervis, then swings to the left wing. Jones attacks baseline. Pump fake, then got blocked hard by Brewer. Nice rejection for Sam Brewer. He's a good-looking player that leads these Hillsboro Hawks. As Weber tries to pass into the corner, DJ Buchanan uses those quick hands to knock the basketball out of bounds. Possession stays to Hillsboro. We'll get an inbound near side. Sub in for the Central Rebels is number 15, Austin Caldwell, for the first time, a 6'1" senior. Inbound comes into Brewer. It was Hunter Curtois who came off the floor. Also, Braden Mannion's in there for the Central Rebels, showing their depth early. You heard Coach Johnson say they go 12 deep. Hillsboro really only plays their top 6 players most days. Weber's got it left wing. Jab step left, then takes it back right. Going to try to drive right side of the lane. Blocked by Colin Best. Ball ends up out of bounds. Looked like Colin had gotten him on the follow-through, but no foul call. They let it play. Best picks up the block. Hillsboro keeps possession of it, down by 3 points. Weber lobs it in. Best went up and almost took it away. Lobbing against Colin Best, probably not a good idea. Hillsboro's able to keep possession, luckily, on that time. Sam Brewer's got a top of the key, throws right wing to Seabaugh. Seabaugh spins, then a nice dish baseline far side of the court to Mitch Scott, who takes it underneath the bucket and is able to get the reverse layup to go. 5 points per game for Mitch. His first 2 come at the 2-minute, 20-second mark in the first. 9-8, Park Hill Central on top. At the left wing, DJ Buchanan. He'll throw it up top to Caldwell. Now it's to the near side corner for Braden Mannion. Mannion takes it around the perimeter, stops on the paint, swings left wing Shervis. Shervis fakes left, dribbles it right, stops at the free throw line, pulls up, shoots, missed the shot. Foul called, though, and Shervis gets a trip to the free throw line with 2:03 on the clock in the first quarter. Competitive in the first. Bridges with 3 points, 6 points for Hunter Curtois. Hillsboro spreading out their scoring between 3 players. Sam Brewer with 4, Spencer Seabaugh with 2, Mitch Scott with 2. It's Shervis at the line. He puts up his first, and he's going to miss it. 0 for 1. 10.2 points per game for the guard for Park Hill Central. Shervis goes 5'8", and the next free throw is going to go. He gets his first point of the game. 10-8, 2-point Central advantage. Shervis comes off, and into the game for the first time today is Connor Proffer, a 6'1" sophomore. Hillsboro will inbound to Brewer. Brewer quickly works it into the front court, offensive side for the Hillsboro Hawks. He'll swing it right wing for Schwartz. Schwartz working on Proffer. Dribbles it inside, then swings it left wing. This will go to Weber. Weber working on DJ Buchanan. Takes it to the top of the key, and now he's going to try to drive past him right side of the lane. Some contact in there. Missed his layup. Rebound Scott. Couldn't put it back, and it's Central boarding it, and the Rebels run it back up the floor. Here's DJ Buchanan. It was Caldwell who got that rebound. Buchanan lobs to the far side for Connor Proffer. Back up top they go to Buchanan, and Buchanan starts to direct traffic. His team up by 2. 90 seconds left to go in the first quarter. A lob into the paint, Caldwell. Caldwell kicks to the near side corner for Best. Right back inside Caldwell. Works the low post. Turnaround jump shot is good from 8 feet out by Austin Caldwell. His first 2 points. He averages 6, 12-8. Central back on top by 4. Here come the Hillsboro Hawks. Schwartz drives middle of the lane. Left-handed layup a little bit too strong. He attacked, and I like the aggressiveness. Just couldn't finish at that time. Central boards it. Here come the Rebs. DJ Buchanan from 13 feet pulls out and is able to nail one. So DJ Buchanan, that'll be his first bucket. 5 different Rebels have scored in this one. Full court pressure applied by the Central Rebels, and it's now Hillsboro down by 6 at 14-8. 43 seconds on the clock as Hillsboro works it into the offensive side. They'll throw it up top for Weber. Weber can't handle the pass. Here comes DJ Buchanan. It's a 1-on-2. Buchanan draws the foul. Good job by DJ. Hillsboro with their 3rd turnover. Foul should have been on the floor. He went up after the fact, but this should just be a inbound coming baseline. They call that one on Schwartz. No, Weber, his first. Team foul number 2 on the Hawks. Mitch Gardner checks back in for Dan Johnson. Coach Dan Johnson. He comes in as Mitch Scott comes off the floor. DJ Buchanan ready to lob it in, and it's low. Just swatted right back in his face. I thought maybe Weber, who's the one who knocked that ball away, had knocked it back off Buchanan to cause a turnover, but Not the case. Central's going to keep possession. Braden Mannion throws it in this time. Throws it into Caldwell in the corner. He throws it back up top. This will go to Buchanan. Into the corner again. Here's Braden Mannion. Drives it. Jump stop. Tries to put the floater over Gardner. Draws the foul. No, Gardner didn't touch him. This foul should go on Weber, and it is on Austin Weber. His second. So the only game he didn't really go off in this tournament was a game in which he got in foul trouble. That would have been the quarterfinal round in the win over West County. The other two games, he put up 35 against Herculaneum, Weber did, and 21 against South Iron yesterday. First free throw is good from Braden Mannion. Give him his first point of the game. Central as a team, 2 of 3 from the free throw line in this one. 15-8. Central stretches out their largest lead now at 7 points with 28.7 on the clock. So Weber had to come off. Mitch Scott, I thought was going to be coming back on, but Coach Dan Johnson threw a curveball at me. Brings in Blake Craig. First time I've seen him in this tournament, 5'11". He's a senior. Braden Mannion was able to hit both free throws for Central, and it's 16-8. Central doubling up Hillsboro. Hawks tried a three on the other side, didn't get it. Rebels are able to rebound it, and they can really close this first quarter strong and take a double-digit lead. Buchanan pulls up from 13 again, missed it, left it well short. Hillsboro gets the board, but they've only got 2 seconds. They'll take a half-court shot at the buzzer. Can't get it to go from Blake Craig. That's it. It's an 8-point Park Hill Central lead as we end the first from the TJ Foulon Fieldhouse. They're playing for third place at the Foo. We're back in a minute on the boot.
The biggest sale of the year happens New Year's Day at Seaball's Furniture and Appliances in Fredericktown. Everything's on sale. It's for 8 hours only from 8 until 4 New Year's Day. Didn't get what you wanted for Christmas? Now's your chance to save big, and it's all with free delivery, 12 months, no interest. Sofas, recliners, dinettes, bedroom suites, curios, washers, dryers, refrigerators, and more. It's the biggest sale of the year with the lowest prices of the year at Seaball's Furniture and Appliances, East Main in Fredericktown.
The doctor is in. Board certified in urology, Dr. Philip Newhall is now a part of Mercy Clinic. As part of the Mercy Clinic, Dr. Newhall belongs to a healthcare team that is thousands strong, linking you to experts everywhere you find Mercy. It is coordinated, responsive care that is all about you. For more information or to schedule an appointment with Dr. Newhall, call 636-931-5080. Learn more about Mercy or find a Mercy Clinic physician at www.mercy.net.
Central Rebels up by 8 points, and they've got the basketball working left to right as you look on from Media Row, which is packed in today at the TJ Foulon Fieldhouse. Second quarter underway, and in the far side corner, Jake Bridges has it. He'll throw it up top. Braden Mannion for 3. No, doesn't get it. Rebound knocked out of bounds. That one off of Hunter Curtois, who was crashing hard for the board but couldn't control it. Hillsboro gets it back. Blake Craig is on the floor still for Hillsboro to start the second quarter. He's in there for Austin Weber, who picked up 2 quick fouls in that first. As they break through the Central pressure and get it in the front court, Seabaugh gets fouled at the half court. It's going to be Braden Mannion picking it up, his first team foul, number 4. So the Hawks 5 on the floor: Craig, Gardner, Seabaugh, Brewer, and Schwartz. They'll throw it into Brewer, and Brewer gives it right back to Craig. Central is going with Mannion, Bridges, Crawford, Curtois, and Hunter Strange. Up top, here's Spencer Seabaugh with it. Hillsboro down by 8. They've been off to start from the field, maybe because they've been wearing themselves down throughout this tournament. Floater doesn't go, but Gardner's able to get the putback up and in, and Hillsboro breaks double digits in this ball game, 16-10. Hawks trail it by 6 points. Far side corner. Oh, here's a great take to the bucket by Crawford, but he could not finish it, had to swing it back out. Swing stop of the key. Now it's back to Proffer. Can't finish the 3 either. Curtois is able to get the rebound. He's going to work it to the low post and go up strong right over the defender, who Spencer Seabaugh just had his hands up but couldn't jump with Hunter Curtois. And Curtois has 8 of the team's 18 points, looking very good. 18-10 Central. Hillsboro is going to get the ball poked away again. Central Rebels touched it last. Another sub coming in as Coach Harlow tries to wear down the Hawks, and I got to say they look worn down just coming in to this ball game. I'm telling you, they couldn't have played a tougher game yesterday against South Iron, and only to come out and lose that one by 1 point at the very end of it the way they did. They left a lot of energy out there yesterday. So a little bit of a sluggish start in this one. They'll miss a runner, and Central gets the basketball back. They lost a tough one yesterday, too, but they were able to keep players fresh because of how deep they are. Central nearly turns it over, but Larry Jones saves it from going out of bounds, throwing it back into Proffer. Back up top to Jones now. Jones goes to work on Schwartz. Crossover move. Swings to the corner for Bridges. Bridges with a little head and shoulder fake. Drives to the elbow. Swings it back to Hunter Strange. Is going to take it baseline. Draws the foul on Mitch Gardner. Good job. Did a good job on his head fake, getting his defender in the air. And from then, you just to go and attack and get that foul called on his way down. So they get Gardner on that one. It's the fourth on Hillsboro, the first on Gardner, and Hunter Strange to the free throw line. Hunter Strange wears number 23 on his back. Hasn't scored in this game yet until now. He hits this one, and Central shooting well from the stripe so far. 4 of 5. 19-10, Central Rebels trying to double up Hillsboro once again in this second quarter. Strange steps back to the line. He wears number 23 on his back and puts it up and puts it in. Hunter goes 6'4" and is a junior. Former North County product. So both free throws good. 6:05 left to play in this second quarter. Timeout on the floor. 20-10. Central leads Hillsboro in the third place game in the Central Christmas Tournament. We're back in a minute on the boot.
It's time to dream big during Rutherford's Dream Big event. Hi, this is Doug Jr. During the holiday season, every kid, big or small, likes to dream big. So let's do it at Rutherford. When shopping for the big kids, nothing beats the excitement of a new Ford Mustang. It's the ultimate Hot Wheel for grown-ups. And right now, Rutherford has a new 2013 Ford Mustang from $23,995. Or if you're a sandbox kid like me, get down and dirty with the new 2013 Ford Super Duty 4x4 from $29,995. And there's even more during Rutherford's Dream Big event, especially for big kids who like to have their toy cars roll far, like a 2014 Ford Fusion Hybrid that gets 47 miles per gallon, starting at under 30 grand. It's time for big kids to dream big at Rutherford. I-55 at the Herculaneum Auto Mall exit. Hurry, offer ends January 2nd.
Where you always get a sweet deal. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
KTJJ Farmington, Festus, Crystal City, St. Genevieve.
Well, Hillsboro started with the basketball out of that timeout. Brewer got swatted by Hunter Curtois, and then Central gets a 2-point bucket on the other side by Bridges and extends the lead 22-10. Rebels on top of the Hillsboro Hawks. Now with 5:13 left to go in the half, Hillsboro just doesn't look like they've got it in this third place game today so far. Anyway, down by 12, Hillsboro trying to get something going. Here's Brewer, near side corner. He'll swing it back out to the right wing for Schwartz. Up top it goes to Weber. Back over to the right wing. Schwartz has it again. Tries to drive by Jones. Jones was roughing him up pretty good. Nothing called. And eventually the turnover as Curtois, who's played a monster first half, gets the steal, fires it up ahead to Sherfus. Sherfus takes the rack and lays it in. 3 points for Sherfus. Curtois with the assist and the steal. On the same play, basically, Hillsboro with 4 turnovers on this one, 24-10. Central Rebels dominating now. They'll go baseline. Hillsboro will, and another block by Curtois. This guy's everywhere. It was Brewer getting blocked once again. Hillsboro got the ball back. They get it to Brewer again underneath and is able to put it up and in with the left hand this time. He's got 6 points. He leads his team in scoring. He's trying it down there. Curtois, though, winning the battle more times than not. Central up by 12 points. With 4:10 left in the second. Another nice dish inside to Curtois, and Curtois is just owning it. He'll go up the left side and put it in 26-12. Curtois already in double figures. Now Brewer had beaten the defense back, but the pass wasn't very good to him. He had lost control, had to quick kick it back out to Schwartz. Schwartz took the 3, missed it. And then on the foul, we have over the back on Hillsboro, and Central has it again. Nothing's really gone the Hawks' way. You can tell they're still feeling it from yesterday. Gardner comes off. Scott comes in. The foul was picked up on Brewer. It's his first, and now Hillsboro has committed more fouls than this one. 5 team fouls by the Hawks, 4 team fouls by the Central Rebels. DJ Buchanan takes it right wing as Central works it into the front court. Now a deep 3 by Sherfus. No, in and out. Brewer goes up strong for the board. He gives it up to Weber, who's back in the game with his 2 fouls. He works it into the front court, gives it back to Brewer. Brewer back to the half court to Spencer Seabaugh. Seabaugh working on Jones. He had picked up his dribble, needed to dish off, and did, to Weber. Weber working on that jab step. Buchanan staying right with him, giving him no room. Here's a pretty good idea by Seaball to try to thread a needle inside and got it through to Brewer. Problem was, Brewer wasn't ready for it, wasn't expecting such a good pass. It ends up going out of bounds. Hillsboro turns it over for the 5th time, and Central looking to extend an already big 14-point lead. Up top, here's Scherfus. He shook himself out of his shoes, but stayed with it. Kicks to the corner. Jones for 3. It goes, and Alaric Jones now has his first points. It's now 29-12. Central Rebels, they've looked good in this game. Coach Harlow saying it's going to come down to who wants it more. So far, it looks like Central wants it more. Here's a baseline drive, and Hillsboro draws the foul against the Central Rebels. Score should be 29-12. Scoreboard here at the TJ Fulon Fieldhouse hasn't put the 3 points up yet. Now they do on that last 3 by Alaric Jones. But the foul will send Gardner to the free throw line. Not Gardner, Mitch Scott to the free throw line. And his first one does not go. He's got 2 points in this game, Scott does, averaging 5.1 points per game. Mitch Scott, a 62% free throw shooter on the year, coming in 10 of 16 before that last shot, so now 10 of 17. Looking for his 11th make of the season. He's got it. 3 points for Mitch Scott, 29-13. Hillsboro needs a whole lot more, though, in the first half. Central Rebels working into the front court with DJ Buchanan. He starts telling people where to go, setting up the offense. He dribbles it to the left wing and bounces a pass to the corner for Jones. Jones takes it in on Weber. Weber stays with him and doesn't let him get to the basket. Up top, they go to Scherfus. Scherfus drives, stops at the elbow, swings back out right wing, DJ Buchanan. Buchanan goes up like he's going to shoot, passes off, ended up getting the ball knocked right back to him. Colin Best then gets it in the corner, then swings it back up top to Scherfus, and Coach Harlow directs him to slow it down and back it up and reset it. Now a nice feed to the low post for Colin Best, but Colin can't handle it off of his fingertips and out of bounds. Central commits just their 3rd turnover in this first half with 2:20 left to play. Central will continue the full court pressure into the front court. No, the ball got knocked away. Good job by Central. Caldwell stealing that one. Turnover number 6 by Hillsboro. And Central, as they get back underneath the basket, foul is called on the Hillsboro Hawks. Scherfus gets a trip to the free throw line as Schwartz picks up his 2nd, team foul number 6 on the Hillsboro Hawks. So Scherfus 1 of 2 today, 3 points in the game. He puts it up. He likes to put a lot of arc under his shots, whether it's from the free throw line or from the field. But he's got his own thing going, and it seems to work for him. He hits this free throw. He's now hit his last 2, 4 points in the game, 30-13. Central Rebels flexing the muscle. This free throw is going to miss. Colin Best had the board but lost it. Weber was able to take it away from him. Scherfus 50% on the day from the free throw line. Dangerous pass in the front court, but Brewer gets it. Brewer swings it baseline to Scott, who got blocked but fouled. And it was actually Blake Craig who got blocked but fouled by DJ Buchanan. Buchanan picks up his first, and each team has now committed 6. And now Blake Craig heads to the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2. Blake Craig is a 50% free throw shooter on the year. He's only attempted 2 coming in. He's 1 of 2. Craig's going to miss this one. And Hillsboro from the free throw line hasn't fared well today so far. 1 of 4 in the game. The next one for Blake Craig with 2:05 to play in the half. It's good. He's on the board for the first time, 30-14, but the Central Rebels controlling the tempo. Here's DJ Buchanan at the right wing, hands it off to Will Scherfus. Scherfus takes it inside the arc just a step, but Seaball pushes him back and then pushed him back a little bit too hard. It's a foul, and heading to the free throw line to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1 is going to be Scherfus here. And so far, Chad, it looks like the Hillsboro Hawks are a little bit fatigued from all the effort they've given throughout this tournament.
I was going to say, what the heck's going on? I thought you were a great game magnet, Glenn Johnson. They can make a push,
I was going to say, there's still time.
Yeah.
Here's the free throw, front end of the 1-and-1. Scherfus gets it to go. He's been off and on from the free throw line, 3 of 5, 31-14. But the Hillsboro Hawks just haven't had the same intensity about them in this game, whether it's because they're down because they're playing for third or if they're just tired, I don't know. I think they're just tired.
Probably so, and Central's so deep. And there's that pride, playing again in front of the home fans. They don't want to lose, too, here.
Here's Hillsboro after the missed free throw, down 31-14. They would like to start hitting some shots. They have been ice cold from the field. No three-point makes in this game, whereas yesterday against South Iron, they were lighting it up from beyond the arc. Craig's got it top of the key, but he's guarded so tightly by DJ Buchanan. Buchanan forces the turnover, somehow gets it back in the front court, takes it the other way, fast break on the lay-in, and Buchanan puts it in. He's got 4 points, 7 Hillsboro turnovers. That ball just found Buchanan after he poked it away. I think it was his teammate who pushed it back ahead to him. And Buchanan's got 4 now. 33-14 Central Rebels. They came to play today. Hillsboro works it to the inside for Austin Weber. Another thing, Chad, is Austin Weber, who's been scoring so efficiently throughout this tournament, he hasn't scored yet.
He used them all up.
Yeah, I guess so.
35
guess
in the opener. But, the other thing that Coach Harlow has, not just fatigue, but he not only has bodies, he has capable bodies. So if it's not somebody's day, if you're turning it over, maybe your shot isn't falling. In basketball, it's not always next man up because you might not have next man up, but he does.
Yes, he does. And that's the thing about, we talk about how deep they are and how they're the deepest team in the tournament. Well, you can have a lot of players. You're deep, though, because you have a lot of good players.
Yeah.
Everybody pretty much has the same amount. It's just how many capable bodies, like Chad said, that you do have.
Except for Herculaneum. When we saw them play, they had 7 bodies over there.
That's true.
Oh, my gosh. You need to get some kids out of the hallways and on the floor.
And Adam Fisher was scoring all their points. That's going to be probably how it's going to be all season. So Surface was called for the foul. It was his second. There was a discussion. I don't know if it was on who the foul was on or how many. But Weber goes to the free throw line, and he's going to...
Or what kind?
Yeah, I guess. They're going to pull everybody back and let Austin Weber shoot with nobody up there, but it's still going to be a 1-and-1, it looks like. Is that what you... Yeah, it's still a 1-and-1 here for Austin Weber.
1-and-1 end ball to Hillsboro is what it looked like they were indicating there.
Well, the front end is missed. Now they're talking about giving him another one.
Now he has 2. So there was
now he gets 2 more.
There was a common foul and then another type of foul. So
he gets that one to go. So Weber just scored his first point. Again, averaging over 16 points per game and about 5 rebounds per game this year. He's now 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and they got the next one to go as well. 2 for 3. Weber's first 2 points, 33-16. And Hillsboro does have the basketball. So whatever Will Surface did, apparently it wasn't good. I didn't see exactly what went on to award Hillsboro the 3 looks there and possession of the basketball. Austin Weber takes the inbound down to 33-16. Final minute of this first half. Weber takes it to the left wing. And he's going to try to drive by Buchanan. Buchanan didn't have great position there, but he's so quick to make up for it. Gets back on defense, but gets the foul called. And back to the free throw line goes Hillsboro with Austin Weber. Buchanan picks up his second, team foul number 9.
Weber, smaller guy, not kind of slight of build, but he isn't just a sniper. He'll go out there, he'll go down and mix it up with the uglies inside too.
There's the free throw from Weber. That's good. 3 for 4 from the free throw line to start this game. No field goals yet, 33-17. So the Hawks would love to kind of close this first half, maybe get to within 10 or so points and kind of build from there. And that would be big, especially after a really slow start in this game. Next free throw, though, for Weber misses, 33-17.
Had a chance at a 6 or a 7-point trip, and all they got was 3.
Yeah. Central now works into the front court. They're in no hurry as DJ Buchanan crosses the timeline. The count starts as Seaball comes out to guard him. Buchanan lost the handle, got it back, handed off to Braden Mannion. Mannion gives it right back to DJ Buchanan, who works it back to the half court. Girls Championship coming up next between the Central Lady Rebels and Arcadia Valley. And here's a foul called. Dan Johnson was irate at something on the far sideline, and they call offensive foul here on the Central Rebels. Johnson saw it all the way.
I wonder if he thought it was going the other way. Because he did look angry, like you said.
He was either mad that they weren't calling it sooner or mad because he thought it was going on his team, but it went against Central, and it goes on DJ Buchanan for an offensive foul. It was a push-off is what it looked like. DJ picks up his 3rd. Hillsboro crosses the timeline with Spencer Seabaugh. He hands it off to Austin Weber. Weber working on DJ Buchanan, dribbles into the corner, now takes it baseline to the rack. Oh, it hangs on the rim. It does not go. I want to see more of that from Weber, but just didn't work out for him that time, and Central should get the last shot as they work it back into the front court. Buchanan throws to the corner. 3 ball doesn't fall from Braden Mannion. Hillsboro gets the board. Here they come with 2 seconds. A half-court shot. Weber, no, missed it wide right, missed the backboard even. It was highly contested. 33-17 at the break. Central Rebels on top of the Hillsboro Hawks in the 3rd-place game in the boys Central Christmas Basketball Tournament. Central Christmas Tournament third place game on Kickin' Country J98 the boot. Halftime 33-17 Central in the boys bracket leads Hillsboro. And it was just a rough start for the Hillsboro Hawks. They didn't shoot well from the field. They didn't shoot well from the free throw line. 5 of 10 from the free throw line for 50%. Central was 7 of 10, shot the same number of free throws, but hit more of them for 70% in that first half. 33-17 halftime score. Central on top. We're about to start the second half. Fredericktown was the girls' consolation champion earlier this morning, 46-31 over South Iron. So Fredericktown came in as the 7th seed and did a good job taking, I guess that'd be 5th place in the tournament. So good for them. Potosi got 3rd place with a 52-33 win over St. Genevieve. Then on the boys' side, it was Perryville taking the consolation championship. And they were able to knock off the St. Genevieve Dragons by about 20 points, 20 or 21. And then the 5th place championship went to the West County Bulldogs as they knocked off Arcadia Valley by 11. Hillsboro Hawks working left to right, start with the basketball in this second half, and Central will work right to left. A pass to the left wing. Good job by Alaric Jones getting in there with Austin Weber and tying it up. Just goes and grabs the basketball, tries to snatch it right out of his hands, doesn't commit the foul while doing it. Possession favors Central, and the Rebels take it over. Central inbounds. Hillsboro is going to start applying some pressure now as Jake Bridges tries to find a way into the front court. He does. Passes it into the corner for Jones. Pulls up from 16 feet. Missed it too strong. Rebound Hillsboro. A lob pass back the other way. Goes to Gardner from Schwartz. And Gardner is able to beat the defense and lay it up. And then Hillsboro with a steal off the inbound. So Central commits their 4th turnover. Gardner now has 4 points in this game, 33-19. Then Hillsboro is going to turn the basketball over, though. They're 8th. Here's Central on the attack. At the left wing, Alaric Jones has it. He'll throw it up top. This will go to Jake Bridges. Jones, Bridges, Curtois, Strange, and Sherpas. The 5 starters are out there to start the third quarter for Central. Working it inside the arc is Bridges. Tried to get it in there to Hunter Strange. Hillsboro knocked it out with Brewer, but Central keeps possession. Brewer touched it. It'll be Alaric Jones to inbound. Far side of the court. It's a 14-point game, but it feels like a lot more the way this game has kind of gone. Top of the key, Bridges. He'll throw it over to the right wing for Alaric Jones. Jones guarded by Weber. Weber takes 1 step back, needs to pass off, does, gets it to the free throw line for Curtois. Curtois lobs it down low for Strange. Strange turns around, takes a baseline. Floater doesn't go, too strong. Rebound Hillsboro Hawks. Now it's Austin Weber. See if he can get Hillsboro going here. Gets a screen top of the key, throws left wing for Seabaugh. Back up to Schwartz. Now left wing, it goes to Sam Brewer again. Sam Brewer has nowhere to go as Curtois is right there with him. Then he dishes off, and it's a travel as Schwartz walks with it. Turnover number 9 for these Hillsboro Hawks. Hard to gain any traction when you keep shooting yourselves in the foot, and that's what Hillsboro has done. Central still in the backcourt, finally works it into the front court across the timeline. Across that center court stripe. A pass into the corner. Goes to Will Sherpas. He dribbles it to the right wing. Tries to wrap a pass underneath. Tried to get some English on it and spin it towards Hunter Curtois. Wasn't a good idea. Ended up going straight out of bounds. Central's 5th turnover. Coach Harlow calls timeout. Central by 14, 33-19. It's the third quarter. 6:16 left to play in the third. We'll take a break right here for 1 minute on J98.
When you drive a hybrid, you're driving an idea of helping out, of saving things like trees, water, and air. What if driving a hybrid could help you save on auto insurance? Now it can. Ask a farmer's agent about our hybrid discount, one of dozens of discounts that could save you hundreds of dollars. Let us help you save more than the planet.
See your farmer's insurance agent, Lance Mayfield, in Viburnum for all your insurance needs. That's Lance Mayfield in Viburnum.
Stop by and see Ridgehaven, a new subdivision being developed in Farmington off of Old Fredericktown Road. New homes are going up now by Don and Lisa Hardy, owners of D&L Developers. Lots are going fast, so stop by today to find a great place for your new dream home. Call them today at 760-6145 to find out more. Don and Lisa Hardy of D&L Developers are proud supporters of Farmington Knights basketball and wish the team the best. Go Knights!
Well, Hillsboro travels off of the inbound, so Central gets to inbound, and they get a quick jumper from 10 feet by Bridges. It goes to give him 7 points. Hillsboro's able to inbound, and then loose ball goes Hillsboro's way. They fall on it and call timeout, and Dan Johnson is able to rescue his team from another turnover. Hillsboro's committed 10 turnovers in this game so far, and Central really hasn't been pressuring them all that much. It's really been self-inflicted wounds for the Hillsboro Hawks. It's now 35-19, Central on top in the midst of this timeout. We'll keep it right here during this timeout and thank a few sponsors as well. Get you set up for our next game, which is the girls' championship game between Central and Arcadia Valley. Chad Speaker will have the call on that, and he's talking to the head coaches right now, Adam Waddell of AV and Josh Mapes of Central. The sponsors we want to thank include Cozine Memorial Chapel in Farmington, D&L Developers of Farmington, Barton's Insurance Service of Farmington, Farmers Agent, Lance Mayfield of Viburnum, Rutherford and Herculaneum, the Bank of Bloomsdale in Bloomsdale, Jefferson Regional Medical Center of Festus, Roberts, Wooten, and Zimmer in Hillsboro, and Lucas Smith Chrysler of Festus. In this boys' third place game, it's been all Central, 35-19 over Hillsboro. Central Rebels playing in front of a pretty nice home crowd here today. And I will give a lot of credit to the Hillsboro fans as well, who've made the trip down. A lot of blue in the stands, cheering on their Hillsboro Hawks, but not a lot to cheer about so far. Here's a pass to the left wing, goes to Brewer as Hillsboro controls it after the timeout. They go right wing for Craig. Craig tries to lob it down low. Strange goes up there and rejects that pass, but Craig gets it back. Swings it into the elbow for Brewer. Brewer with a nice pump fake and a drive, puts it up with the left hand, and Brewer has 8 points in the ball game. He has his first bucket of the third quarter, 35-21. Hawks back to within 14. Sherpas a straightaway three on the other side, doesn't go. Brewer's able to rebound it. Here comes Hillsboro. Let's see if they can beat the defense back again. They go underneath the Craig. Craig puts up the floater, no good, but got fouled. And Craig, a 50% free throw shooter on the year, gets the trip back to the line. He's 50% on the year. He's 50% on the day. 1 of 2 for Blake Craig. Craig didn't get to see him in the other game that I'd called for Hillsboro, the other 2 games, in fact, that I'd called for Hillsboro, against Herculaneum and also against South Iron. And he hits this first free throw. He's now 2 for 3. So Craig is a 5'11" senior. And the second free throw does not go. Brewer is able to get the rebound, but can't put it back. And Alaric Jones gets the board this time for the Park Hill Central Rebels. He gives up to DJ Buchanan, and Buchanan walks it into the front court and sets up the play. 13-point game, 35-22. Buchanan dribbles it to the right wing, working on Schwartz. Kicks to the corner. This will go to Alaric Jones. Alaric Jones with a pump fake. Brings it back around the perimeter. Up top they go Bridges. Left wing, this is DJ Buchanan with it. Guarded by Craig. DJ Buchanan scanning the defense, has nobody inside to dish it off to, so has to swing it back to Jones. Jones attacks on the right side. Layup, too strong, no good. Rebound offensively goes to Curtois, who's just been killing it down there. Can't put it back if it gets fouled. Hunter Curtois to the line. Curtois has 10 in this one. He came in averaging about 3.5. He played well yesterday against Farmington, and he's continued that into this third place game. The foul goes on Gardner, his second, team foul number 1 against the Hillsboro Hawks, and the free throw is good from Hunter Curtois, and he continues to lead his team and this game in scoring with 11 points, 36-22. Told you about the girls' third place or championship game, which is coming up next between Central and AV. The boys' championship should be a doozy. Curtois hits this free throw. Farmington Knights, South Iron Panthers will play for the tournament championship. Both of those teams have quite the history of winning this tournament throughout the years. Although South Iron, it's been a little while. It's been since 2007 since the Panthers won it. Farmington just won it a couple of years ago. 37-22 in this 15-point game. Hillsboro had gotten the inbound in, but got it poked away by Central, so they had a hard time just setting up an offense. They do get it in the front court. They kick it baseline, far side corner for Brewer, who takes it baseline and lays it up and in. So Brewer hasn't really disappointed. He's gotten blocked a couple times by Curtois, but he does have 10 points in this one. Now it's going to be DJ Buchanan driving it baseline. His floater does not go. 37-24, Hillsboro trails, and they've got the basketball. Full court pass is nearly stolen away. Bridges jumped in front, couldn't keep it in bounds. It's going to stay to the Hillsboro Hawks. The inbound will come in the front court. So despite being fatigued, they're still playing hard and trying to get back in this ball game. They just don't have their legs under them. Inbound to Weber. Weber's going to attack right side of the lane. Puts it up and in, plus the foul. Maybe that's going to get the Hillsboro Hawks going. He saw an opening on the right side of the key, and he put it into overdrive and raced to the bucket. And just like that, Weber has his first field goal of the game. He's now got 5. He's 3 for 5 from the free throw line. Austin Weber shoots about 80% from the free throw line on the season, but even he today hasn't quite had the shooter's touch. 37-26, a chance now for Hillsboro to close the gap down to 10 points. Weber's free throw is good. So like I said, maybe that'll be the play that sparks them a little bit. Seemed like they've been kind of sleepwalking through this game in the first 2.5 quarters. But then Buchanan answers on the other side, right side of the lane, layup plus the foul. And DJ heads to the free throw line, and that's exactly how you answer it. DJ Buchanan's got 6 points. He scored in each quarter. 39-27 Rebels. Buchanan for the three-point play answer. Mitch Scott commits that foul, his first team foul number 2. Each team with 2 fouls so far in the second half. Buchanan's free throw is good, so give DJ 7 points. He's played well. 5-point per game average, so he's already above that. Hillsboro breaks the press nicely. It's a 2-on-2 as they race into the front court, but the layup is missed. Brewer gets the board, can't put it back. Defensive rebound to Alaric Jones. Here comes Alaric near side of the floor. Nice through a double team at the left wing and draws the contact against the Hillsboro Hawks. 3:46 on the clock in the third quarter. Getting to within 10 points, Hillsboro at 37-27 before the three-point play by DJ Buchanan put it back to a 13-point game. The foul was called on Scott again. That's his second. Team foul number 3 on the Hawks this half. Central to inbound into the backcourt with Jake Bridges. Also in the game right now is Caldwell, Mannion, and Colin Bess. Central continues to bring fresh legs into the ball game. Buchanan's going to drive it baseline and laid it up. Got right by Seabaugh and put it in. So DJ Buchanan, 9 points in this one. Then he almost comes up with a steal but couldn't keep it in bounds. 42-27. Central back up by 15 points in this third quarter with 3:25 left to play. Coming your way courtesy of Mega Sports in Farmington, America's Mattress and Recliner of Farmington as well. Hillsboro lobs into the front court with Schwartz. Schwartz hasn't had anything in this game so far. A 54% three-point shooter on the year and 6 points per game, but nothing for the sharpshooter. He's got it in the corner. He'll throw it up top. Then they'll go inside, trying to get it to Gardner, but it's stripped away. Hillsboro comes up with a loose ball, and a nice take baseline by Weber. And Weber has 5 third-quarter points to give him 8 total. Makes it 42-29. Central leads it. We get Central giving the basketball away right here. Ball knocked out of bounds. Central turns it over. Central's 6th turnover, and Hillsboro's got it again. They can inbound on their offensive side of things. They'll throw it into Weber. Weber goes to work on DJ Buchanan. He's at the half court now, then dribbles it to the far side corner. Throws it back up top for Schwartz, and Schwartz has no room to shoot those threes. This time it was Bridges all over him. At the left wing now they go Weber. Weber with a pump fake, then a pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Weber has heated up in this one. This is the Austin Weber I know and love. 7 third-quarter points to give him 10, 42-31. Hillsboro's now going to get another Central turnover. Their 7th. Hillsboro on the run. A behind-the-pack pass to the corner. 3 for Schwartz. Here come the Hillsboro Hawks. 42-34. This is what I'm talking about. It was Schwartz from the corner off of a great pass from Weber. It's now 42-34. Central trying to add to an 8-point lead at this point. And a tie-up is called, and again, Hillsboro's going to get it to go their way with the alternating possession this time. And the Hawks were able to tie up Colin Best underneath the basket. What a nifty pass it was from Weber, who once again was going 190 miles per hour down the left side of the lane. Defense was in front of him, so he decided to do the behind-the-back dish. And now he's going to try it again. Right side of the lane this time, kicked out. Then it was Mitch Scott who passed back out to the left wing for 3. 3-point shot was no good, but Hillsboro boards it. Spencer Seabaugh attacks right side of the lane and lays it up. Where's this been all game for Hillsboro? 42-36. The Hawks are within 6 points. All of a sudden, we've got ourselves a ball game in the third-place contest. Jake Bridges has it. He's guarded tightly by Schwartz. He'll give it up right wing for Colin Best. Best kicks the corner. This is Mannion. Mannion jump stop at the free throw line. Kicks back out Best, far side corner. A pass underneath Curtois. Goes up strong over a defender. Missed it. Got his own board. Put back. Good, plus the foul. When in doubt, give the rock to Hunter Curtois. 4 points in this third quarter for Central. Or for Hunter Curtois of Central. They've actually been outscored, though, in the third. 44-36. And a chance to make it a 9-point game again as Courtois goes back to the line. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 11 points in this third quarter for the Central Rebels. 19 points in the third quarter for the Hillsboro Hawks. But this free throw is going to go from Hunter Courtois, so he stays perfect from the stripe. Courtois now has 15 points. 45-36, Central by 9, but Hillsboro seems to have some momentum behind him now. Here's a pass to the inside, knocked away, trying to get it to Mitch Scott. Goes off of Central. Scott thought it was off him. He was going back on defense. Stay on the right side of the floor, Mitch, because Hillsboro is going to get to inbound with 1:17 on the clock in the third quarter. They lob it into Mitch Scott at the left wing. He swings to the corner for Weber. They go up top now for Spencer Seaball. Seaball gets it slapped away by Braden Mannion. Throws over to the right wing, though, as he gets it back. This goes to Brewer. Brewer hands it off at the right wing to Weber. Weber now with 60 seconds to play in the third quarter. Attacks from straight away. Nice last-second dish to Mitch Scott. That's too easy. Great assist. Scott lays it up. And again, Hillsboro is to within 7 at 45-38. Central Rebels trying to keep the Hawks at bay. Rebels in the front court with Connor Proffer, who's fresh into the ball game. Then they swing to the corner. A wide open Bridges for 3, but it does not go. Long rebound's going to come out and go out of bounds. Let's see who touched it last. Central touched it last. Hillsboro Hawks will get it back. So it's been an electric third quarter. Really, the last half of the third quarter is when Hillsboro has been able to finally get into some kind of rhythm. Down by 7 points. They've gotten to within as close as 6 in this third. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. A pass to the left wing goes to Austin Weber. Weber nearly walked, and it actually forced him into a bad pass. He turned it over. He knew he took too many steps and just tried to throw it before he committed the travel. Ended up being a bad throw. Out of bounds it went. But then Hillsboro steals it away off the inbound to Schwartz for 3. Yeah! Hillsboro's within 4, 45-41. It was an amazing steal by Brewer. He goes behind the back to save it from going out of bounds. Schwartz sticks another 3. And then they called it a 2. 45-40, they'll say, as his foot was on the line. A missed layup on the other side by Central. Hillsboro drives it, puts it up and in, but they're going to disallow the basket and say he didn't get it. And Dan Johnson not happy about that. The Hillsboro fans not happy about that. That layup coming at the buzzer. Bang, bang play, but they didn't give it to him. 45-40. To make matters worse for Hillsboro is that 3 by Schwartz was called a 2. Instead of being 45-41 going to the fourth, it's 45-40. So Hillsboro kind of gets hit twice there, but the Hawks won the third quarter, and they've got it going now. We'll be back with the fourth in 30 seconds on J98.
Choosing the right lawyer can be a daunting task. John Williams and Bryce Seacrest and Joseph Murray, attorneys at law, bring over 35 years' experience to the table. They offer a wide range of legal services such as general trial, felonies, wills, bankruptcy, divorce, paternity, trust, and probate. Call 573-431-5592 or stop by the law offices of John Williams, Bryce Seacrest, and Joseph Murray, attorneys at law on Science Street next to Central High School. 431-5592.
Well, Tyler Schwartz had not done much until that third quarter. He hits a huge 3 and then a huge 2, which we thought was a 3 initially, but they called it a 2. But he ended up with 5 points in that third quarter. Hillsboro put up 23 points in that third quarter to get to within 5, 45-40. Hillsboro really could have 3 more points. This could be a 2-point game. But Central up by 5. They go inside to Hunter Courtois. He will try to put one in from 8 feet out. Falling away, doesn't get it to go, and Hillsboro gets the rebound. And they're back on the move, and there's blood in the water here. They can taste it. In the quarter, Mitch Scott. He'll throw it back up top for Schwartz. Over to the left wing, Brewer. Brewer fires a nice pass into the cutting Spencer Seaball. The backdoor cut there. Then he puts up the reverse lay-in. And it goes. Seaball has 6. Great assist from Brewer, 45-42. Now Colin Best can't drop one in. Right underneath the basket. Central's gone ice cold. Hillsboro's red hot. Full court pass up to Scott. He lost it, but then Colin Best will kick it out of bounds. So Hillsboro down by just 3. They were dead in the water in that first half. This was like a bad dream for the Hillsboro Hawks, but they snapped out of it, and now they're playing Hillsboro basketball. And a whole lot of time left to go. The inbound comes into the corner for Scott. They throw it up top. Now right wing Weber. Weber with a pump fake. Then a step back 3 to tie. Missed it. Scott, offensive rebound. Put back is swatted out of bounds. I don't think so, says Hunter Courtois. Out of bounds it goes. He's got at least 3 blocks in this game. Hillsboro keeps possession. The score 45-42. Hillsboro trails at 7:05 left in the fourth quarter of this third-place game. Weber taking a while to throw it in. Does get it into Spencer Seabaugh. Seabaugh pulls up for 3. Yes! And we're tied 45-45. Hillsboro's come all the way back to knot it up. Seabaugh's first 3, and it comes in the fourth. Now a baseline drive. He stepped out of bounds. Central's coming apart at the seams. Unbelievable. That was Connor Proffer who comes out immediately, and Will Surface comes in for him. Central has now turned it over 9 times, tied up at 45. Austin Weber's got it at the right wing, takes it to the top of the key, starts backing his man down, and Larry Jones giving him no room, gives it up top for Seabaugh. Seabaugh starts to work it inside and draws the foul. Everything going Hillsboro's way now in this game. Everything except for 2 calls in this one. I think one was right and one was wrong there at the end of the third quarter. They'll throw it into Sam Brewer. Jump stop in the lane and got his defender in the air. And when he came down, got the foul call. See if they get Hunter Strange on this one. Nope, they called it on Curtois, his first, team foul number 4. So Chad Speaker's back with us. And remember that comment we said earlier about there was a long way to go in this one? Well, we're tied up now.
I've been out looking for a copy of Dan Johnson's halftime speech.
Hillsboro just took their first lead as Brewer masterfully drove it baseline, spun, and put it up and in. Sam Brewer scores for the first time in the fourth quarter. 47-45, Hillsboro Hawks. Yeah, if you find a copy of that speech, I'd take it too. Motivation. Dan Johnson's pretty good at it at the right wing. Central works with the basketball with Caldwell. Then he gives it up for Will Surface. Surface fires back over to Alaric Jones. Jones is going to drive it baseline, and we get a foul called on the Hillsboro Hawks here.
What'd you think of the end of the third quarter play? Think it was the right? I
think they missed that one. Or yeah, I think they missed that one. I think that one should have counted.
It was a tough call. I didn't know.
Off the inbound, Brewer with the steal. Now he's on the run with Jones. Draws the foul, and Brewer has been carrying his team in this game. He and Austin Weber in this second half. Throw in some Tyler Schwartz, and these Hawks have been playing well.
I haven't been able to track it the whole time, but did I see that Hillsboro's down 19? Was that right, Glenn?
They were down 33-17 at the break.
That's 16. Were they down 33-14 at one point, I wonder?
See, I don't.
Maybe not.
I think maybe right before halftime, possibly.
Okay.
The free throw is good from Brewer. And the next one is going to miss. He's 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Hillsboro 48, Central 45. So the largest deficit that I remember is 16 points, but it could have been 19.
And I'm not sure.
So the Central Rebs back on the attack. They need something to fall. They need something to go their way positively. Curtois from the elbow. Well, he's been pretty positive. He puts that up and in from 15 feet out. 48-47. Now the Rebels back to within 1 point. And it was Hillsboro who looked dead in the water in the first half. Central looks a little bit stagnant now. And the answer from the same spot on the other side from Austin Weber is going to go. 3-point game again, 50-47. Curtois starts to work it in, or Bridges rather, and then kicks out. Baseline drive, reverse layup, too strong from Jones. Rebound and putback is there from Hunter Strange, plus the foul. Hunter Strange to the line.
Back-to-back Hunters.
They're hunting for the win.
Curtois has really had a nice tournament. You know, Corey Schweiss used to kind of call him a linebacker playing quarterback, and he's kind of a linebacker playing in basketball too, but he's good.
3-point play is good from Hunter Strange. Give him 5, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. We're knotted up 50 apiece. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left to play fourth quarter. That's an eternity in this game. Into the front court comes Austin Weber, takes the screen from Gardner, pulls up from the free throw line, dished off baseline to Brewer. Brewer's going to try to reverse it in, left it short. Caldwell or Curtois doing the good job on defense that time. Jake Bridges works it across the timeline, kicks to the corner for Surface. Surface drives baseline, gets undercut. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay to the Central Rebels here. 4:49 on the clock. It was a 23-point third quarter for the Hillsboro Hawks. They had put up 8 in the first quarter and 9 in the second quarter before that.
So they more than doubled their output.
And then exploded for 23 in the third. 50-50, Central looking for the lead back. They relinquished a big lead this quarter. Now the 3-ball far side from Bridges doesn't go. Rebound Brewer. He's got to be over 10 rebounds in this game. He gives it up for Weber. Weber works it into the front court, and Hillsboro goes back to work. Weber drives it right side of the lane. Ooh, maybe got away with a walk. Swings it back out up top for Seabaugh for 3. It goes. Hillsboro by 3, 53-50. Spencer Seabaugh's got 6 fourth-quarter points, 11 total. He was shut out in the first half. 53-50, Hillsboro Hawks. Now Alaric Jones got it near side. In at the left elbow for Strange. Strange gets it inside to Courtois. Courtois lost it. Central turns it over again. Here's Hillsboro again. Tyler Schwartz gets bumped by Strange. No foul called. Here's a kick left wing for 3. Doesn't go, and Central boards it. A lot of contact over there, but officials let him play. Will Surface will work it into the front court, and Coach Mike Harlow calls timeout. 3:51 on the clock. We'll take a timeout, too. Let's come back in 1 minute on J98 The Boot.
Boyer Lumber, service and quality. Boyer Lumber, the way that it should be. Boyer Lumber, we know you by first name. Build with us, you'll be glad you came. Boyer Lumber, we have it all right here. Boyer Lumber, and help is always near for service and quality. It's Boyer Lumber. Boyer Lumber.
The Potosi R3 School District is committed to excellence. They're proud of their students and their athletes. These young people work hard and show a ton of dedication. The Potosi R3 students and athletes are committed to excelling to high levels of achievement. Attitude and perseverance play a big part in their success. The Potosi R3 School District sincerely hopes this 2013-2014 school year is a wonderful and memorable stepping stone in life's journey.
Spencer Seabaugh with 12 points. I misspoke earlier for the Hillsboro Hawks. He did score 2 points in that first half, so 12 for Spencer Seabaugh. That last 3 gave the Hillsboro Hawks a lead at 53-50. Central back with the basketball now under 4 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Will Surface has it up top, gets a screen from Strange, doesn't use it, swings to the corner instead. Jake Bridges has it there. Throws it over to Alaric Jones, steps up just off the elbow. 16-foot jump shot from Alaric Jones is true. Central cuts it closer. 1-point game, 53-52. Hillsboro Hawks break into the front court with Austin Weber. Drives it, finger roll, no, but the blocking foul called on Austin Caldwell. Weber back to the line where he shoots 80%.
There are a lot of people in this building that thought this game was over. It's just that none of them were in the Hillsboro locker room.
I was starting to think maybe it was, getting close to over as well. But they were just so stagnant for 2.5 quarters. And then it was like they were just electrocuted and got the charge put into him. Weber's going to miss this free throw, and he hasn't had his best free throw shooting day. He's missed 3 of them now. He's 4 of 7, coming in 20 of 25. 53-52, so it stays at a 1-point game for now. How about the second free throw? It's good. Weber didn't make a field goal in the first half, but he's come alive in the second half too. 54-52, Central trades passes as they break through into the front court through the pressure applied by the Hillsboro Hawks. Surface has got it right wing. So head and shoulder fake, then throws it up top over to Jake Bridges, who's backed up to the center circle. He'll dribble it to the left wing. Defender staying with him, throws up top. Jones straightaway 3-ball left short, and the rebound goes to Austin Weber. Hawks up by 2 with 3 minutes left. Austin Weber works it across the timeline. Dribbles it from the right side, kicks to the corner. Now it's pitched into the elbow to Gardner. Gardner drives right side and missed the shot, but got fouled. Mitch Gardner to the free throw line. He's a 60% free throw shooter.
Hillsboro well schooled on the shot fake. I mean, when somebody's closing out on you, that's the perfect way to freeze them a little bit. Little shot fake, and even if you're a big man like Gardner, that's a great way to be able to drive inside. So nice work there, and their whole team does that pretty well.
I bet that was part of the halftime speech, though, because they weren't doing that in the first half. They were getting shots blocked right back at them, blocked hard. They weren't taking the best of shots, and that's all changed in the second half. 52-55, Hillsboro's Gardner hits the first free throw. 5 points for Mitch Gardner. The next one's also good for Mitch. And it's 56-52. So Hillsboro not only leads now, but they lead by 2 possessions. Central Rebels working into the front court again. They go back to work, and they've got a little bit of work to do. It's been a tale of 2 halves to say the least. Bridges tries to work it underneath for Hunter Curtois. It's stolen away. Central's 12th turnover. They've now committed more turnovers than Hillsboro. If you'd have told me that was going to happen in the first half, I would have thought you were crazy because Hillsboro was giving it away left and right. Now far side corner, Brewer. Brewer spins through a double team. Oh, they called the travel. And now the turnover battle's tied at 12 apiece.
You know, that kind of goes in what we were talking about. Jeff Genowine said something in the beginning of this tournament, and he didn't talk about shooting. He said, if we get better shots, better quality shots than the other team, then we'll win. And you can't always control if your shots are going to go in, but you can control the type of shots that you get.
Schwartz is going to commit a foul at the half court here. Too aggressive on a pass he thought he could intercept. Instead, put a shoulder into Jake Bridges. So that's the 4th foul on Schwartz. If you need a big 3 late in the game, he's your guy, so you don't want him fouling out. At the free throw line, though, is Jake Bridges. And the front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Bridges has now scored in every quarter. He's got 8 points. 56-53. Hillsboro trying to cut it to a 2-point game. Bridges hits both free throws. Free throw shooting's been pretty good, both sides. 56-54. So Central will continue the full court pressure. Hillsboro's done a pretty good job with this, but then they turn it over here. They're 13th, and they would hate to give a game away like they did yesterday against the South Iron Panthers. Of course, I don't know if they gave it away or if the Panthers took it, but Hillsboro lost it, and you don't want to have that happen 2 games in a row. Under 2 minutes to play, Central down by 2. Here's a pitch to the left wing. This will go over to Will Surface. He dribbles to the right elbow, falling away, puts up the shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Caldwell. Working on that pivot foot, swings to the right wing. Now a head fake and a drive from Bridges. Goes all the way underneath the basket and stepped under her on the baseline, turned it over. 13 turnovers apiece for these two teams, pretty evenly matched. And Hillsboro Hawks have it back up by a pair. 95 seconds left in this one. At the right wing in the front court, here's Austin Weber. Austin Weber guarded tightly by Bridges. Trebles around him, around the perimeter, throws to the left wing for Brewer. Brewer now with a pump fake to the inside. Then Coach Dan Johnson calls timeout. We'll keep it right here with 1:23 left to go. So Central almost seems like they're playing a little bit tentative at this point. Like, we lost this big lead. Are we going to lose this game?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're up that far. You're really knocked back on your heels. And it kind of makes sense. And so this timeout, really, this could serve Central as well as it could Hillsboro if that's the case.
56-54 is the score. Central trailing it with 1:23 left to go in the 4th quarter. 3rd place game. Still 2 more games left to go on this New Year's Eve. Potosi R3 Schools in Potosi brings you the broadcast today, along with Polite Ready Mix in Potosi, Boyer Lumber Company Potosi, Norman Crumpecker Bail Bonds of Potosi, South Iron C4 Schools of Annapolis, Gifford Lumber Company of Farmington, and Walmart Supercenter of Farmington. 1:23 on the clock, and the timeout for the Hillsboro Hawks, 56-54. How'd your coaches sound in preparation for the girls' championship game?
We got Josh Mapes. He's kind of a cool customer. Central coach.
Pretty even keel.
He really is, yeah. Kind of takes it in. I think Arcadia Valley, Coach Waddell, he knows what's ahead of him. But here's a little nugget. He says, we're going to run with him. So whatever that's worth.
They can run. Arcadia Valley can run. They, almost a backcourt violation. I guess he never did come into the front court. Austin Weber off the inbound.
Got to have the ball and your full body across.
At the right wing, Schwartz. Schwartz kicks it underneath to Brewer. Brewer swings it back out to the half court for Seabaugh. Seabaugh back over to the left side, far side of the court to Weber. So Central running the trap out on Seabaugh now. Then they throw it back out up top. Hillsboro going to lob it down low for the alley-oop to Brewer, but Brewer couldn't lay it in. Central down by just 2, and here they come with 50 seconds on the clock. That'd have been pretty neat if he could have went up there and threw that down, but he was just worried about getting the 2 points and couldn't do that either. 42 seconds left for the Park Hill Central Rebels. A swing to the corner for Sherfus. Sherfus starts to attack, backs up, then attacks again. Out of control as layup missed. Big rebound for Hillsboro with Sam Brewer. He has been the master of the boards in this game, and Dan Johnson calls timeout. Clock was ticking there on the Hillsboro Hawks in the backcourt with 27.4 left to go, 56-54. Central trails it. Hillsboro with the basketball in the final 30 seconds. Let's come back in 30 on J98.
The biggest sale of the year happens New Year's Day at Seaball's Furniture and Appliances in Fredericktown. Everything's on sale. It's for 8 hours only from 8 until 4 New Year's Day. Didn't get what you wanted for Christmas? Now's your chance to save big, and it's all with free delivery, 12 months, no interest. Sofas, recliners, dinettes, bedroom suites, curios, washers, dryers, refrigerators, and more. It's the biggest sale of the year with the lowest prices of the year at Seabo's Furniture and Appliances, East Main in Fredericktown.
In this second half, the Hillsboro Hawks have outscored Park Hills Central 39-21. And it's a 56-54 game in favor of Hillsboro, and the Hawks have the basketball with 27.4 left. Dan Johnson out of this last timeout. That was the last one for Hillsboro. But it was a good timeout because Hillsboro was getting close to committing a turnover. Central still has 2 timeouts left. This is a big defensive possession for them. Inbound comes into Gardner. Oh, Gardner lost it but got fouled. He was pushed in the back by Austin Caldwell. They'll walk it up the floor. Remember, Gardner missed a big free throw at the end of the South Iron game in the front end of a 1-and-1 that allowed South Iron to come back.
Yeah.
But he's a 60% free throw shooter on the season. In this game, he's 2 for 2. This is a 1-and-1 situation. That was the 4th foul on Caldwell and the 8th foul on the Central Rebels. Only a second came off the clock there. Mitch at the line, got the front end that time. It was eerily similar to yesterday. His front end against South Iron hit the front of the rim and came back. This one hit the front of the rim but had enough rotation to carry itself over. 57-54. This is a big one to make it a 4-point game. He missed it, and Buchanan has got the rebound. Here comes Central. Now, you don't need 2 points on this possession, but they're slowing it down like they might try for the 3-point shot and the tie. It's taken him a while to get anything going, so now it's looking like you do need 3 points. DJ Buchanan's got it up top. Now he's going to drive right side, tries to bounce it across the lane. Bucket has put up and in, but they disallowed that because there was a foul on DJ Buchanan with 8.2 seconds left. I was a little surprised it took him that long to get going. I thought you needed a quick 2 there.
Yeah, if you're going to go for 2, it has to be quick, and you were down to the point there. It still happened. Still enough time, but everything now has to fall perfectly.
DJ Buchanan's going to step to the line. This is the front end of a 1-and-1. And you got the option here if you make the first. Maybe you miss the second on purpose, but I think you still try to make both of them.
Clutch free throw there.
He hits that. Buchanan's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 10 points. He cracks double figures, 57-55. So I still think you make this one, make it a 1-point game, and hope Hillsboro misses a free throw or 2. DJ Buchanan in and out, no good. Brewer with the rebound, and they'll foul him, but 3 seconds comes off the clock. Brewer passed over to Weber, who got fouled, and it's Weber going to the free throw line, who's 80% on the year. A 2-point game, and Hillsboro has a chance to put it away at the stripe. That free throw just coughed up. I thought it was going to go down. And then Caldwell fouls out his 5th, team foul number 9.
Mike Carlos saying, on a miss, he wants a timeout. He was signaling to his players. The officials, I think, thought for a second he was saying he wanted a timeout here, but he was signaling to his players, if we get a rebound, I want a timeout.
Because you're only down by 2, and it's still a 1-and-1. If you miss the front end, you can call timeout and get situated. If he misses 2 free throws, it's all but over. If he makes 2 free throws, it's all but over. Weber needing to hit this first one to earn another one. The front end is no good. Here comes Central, timeout with 4.7 left. That hit the lip of the rim and just, I guess, didn't have enough rotation to get in. It almost crawled over, though.
Dan Johnson, if they lined everybody up and he could pick his own guy to shoot it, that'd have been the guy.
Yeah.
Good free throw shooter.
80% on the year, but today he's missed 4 free throws. He's 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Not had his best day. You wonder if his legs are a little bit out from under him coming into this one. He's had such a great tournament, but now Central with 4.7 seconds left. This is a little bit reminiscent of the South Iron Potosi game in round number 2 when there was only 3 seconds left for South Iron to come down and tie it, but they did it. What do you think the Hawks will try to, or the Rebels will try to draw up here to get this tie and bucket?
I think one of 2 things. You either throw it to half court and call another timeout, and that way you have a half court set. But if you're going to go ahead and run it, then you want to catch the ball moving, toward your basket. You don't want to catch the ball moving toward the ball this way. Usually you do. I mean, they teach it, come to the ball when you catch it, but you'd like to be moving away to get your momentum moving that way. And Bridges is going to be your ball handler. He's a good 3-point shooter. Alaric Jones might be your best other 3-point shooter. with Mannion not out there. So he's a spot-up guy.
Well, they'll throw it into the front court of Larrick Jones. Then Coach Harlow calls the timeout, and that's great because only about a second comes off the floor right there. That was a great pass. He had to put some zip on it to get it in. It was caught right at the half court. Then the timeout for Mike Harlow at 57-55. Central down, but a chance here to tie or win it in this third-place game that turned into being a pretty good game.
Well, and before, too, you know, if you don't do that, you're probably forced into a three because it's going to be hard to get it deep, I think, otherwise. But now you have a chance of definitely one pass and two if you're really quick, but maybe one. But now you can go for best shot. You don't have to shoot a three here. You can go for best shot.
Another benefit of being as deep as Central is, you got a lot of good players that can win this game for you at this point. You really can't key on anybody here for Central because they've all got that capability to beat you.
Bridges, Scherfus, Mannion, all good three-point shooters, but Bridges was the only one in there. Jones can shoot the three, too, maybe not quite as well. If you're going to shoot a three, you got to do it quick, though, because the rebound, you're just going to have just an instant for a rebound, maybe just a tap in.
Curtois has been their best scorer today with 17 points, but I'm not even sure he's going to be in there. Nope, he will be when they break the huddle. Colin Best is in there as well. They want him down there for size in case of a tap. Yeah, tip in.
Crawford can shoot the three. He's in.
And Jake Bridges in there as well. It will be Alaric Jones to throw it in. They throw it into the backcourt here with Curtois. Back to Jones. Jones with 1 second. Pulls up for three. Missed it long. Hillsboro wins it and takes third place in 2013 for the Christmas tournament. Hillsboro comes back from a 33-17 halftime deficit to stun the Central Rebels 57-55. Alaric Jones, a decent look, the hand in his face, but he pulled up, he got what he wanted, didn't hit it.
You know what was weird on that play, Glenn, is that Coach Harlow took a timeout to throw it to half court. You know, to get the ball in the forecourt so they could run a play
into the backcourt.
And then, what they drew up, and they weren't forced there. Curtois went back there and just set up there. He wasn't forced there through man-to-man defense. So to me, that was a little odd that you throw it to the forecourt so you have it in the half court, give yourself a little bit of extra time. Now, the reason you do that, I guess, is you pull the defense up and you sneak Alaric in kind of behind to create that bubble for the shot. But that was kind of interesting.
Bridges, their best three-point shooter, was under the basket on the inbound play there. So it was a little bit odd, but I'm sure Coach Harlow had his reason on that one. He's forgotten more about basketball than I'll ever know. 57-55 is the final score.